Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan and I'm a people enabler. During this circuit breaker period, we need to confine to the standard we should adhere to by laws and regulations. No going out, no doing this and that, no visitation, and practically nothing we can do about it but just being an obedient and responsible citizen. But the circuit breaker has taught me something and enabled me to discover the other side of me. The circuit breaker may have broken the norms of me doing things, but yes, it has also challenged me and broken the limitations of what I think I couldn't possibly do. Now, 3 things I'm going to share with you after I've personally experienced the transformational change. Number 1, recover. When is the last time you take a good look at yourself? And I mean, apart from your physical appearance, when's the last time you have a well-deserved break? Now, this is the time to do so. The truth is, we have more time now than ever before. Of course, some of you may argue that you have to do more work online. However, the fact is, now you have more time to plan for the things you want to do in the comfort of your home. And trust me, all of us have 24 hours a day. Inevitably, there is time for you and me. So what's there for us not to take a break? Okay, so we must learn to take care of ourselves, especially when our lifestyle is not the same as before. We have to find small pockets of time to rest and recover. So the first is to recover. Second, reflect. After finding your ground and able to manage yourself better, it is time to take a more in-depth look into your personal development and growth. I've reflected more than ever before during this circuit breaker period, and I hope I can continue to form a habit even after that. Now, my question to all of us is, when is the last time you did a reflective practice? So, what is reflective practice? It is the ability to reflect on one's actions to engage in the process of continuous learning. And according to one definition, it involves paying critical attention to the practical values and theories which inform everyday actions, but examine practice reflectively and reflexively. So I don't know about you, but for sure, I always use this for my reflective practice, and it carries with me since my first job to now. They are simple, easy to understand, and you can either cry or joy out while answering this question. Okay? So the first question I always ask myself is, what is the one thing I have done well today? Number 2, what are the 2 things I can improve? Number 3, what are the 3 things I can do differently? You see, we have to start to reflect because now is the best time. Because we stay at home, learn to develop a habit of doing so. I promise you that you will start to process your thoughts organizationally. You will learn to analyze behaviors and responses of your own and learn to view things objectively. And it's always true reflections that always push me to learn new things, develop new perspectives so that I can strive to improve regularly. Lastly, after learning to rest and recover, you start to take stock of your life and practice reflective practices. Now it's time to go a step further, also known as the RP, the third R. Okay, that is response. So when was the last time you want to do something so badly, but because of time's always not enough, you failed to do so? When was the last time you started on something, but now because of pressure, stress, work, family issues, you cast it aside and no longer develop an interest in doing so? I'm glad and thankful that recently I managed to complete my goals of achieving at least 40 kilometers of outdoor cycle for every ride. That's something I want to do for the longest time. So while all the Active SG and the private fitness centers, swimming pools are closed, definitely I have to find alternative way to exercise. So I thought to myself, why not leverage this period to pick up something I have always wanted to do. But due to constant procrastination that held me back, I never managed to do it. But this time around, it's different. So to my amazement, I clocked in a total of 225 kilometers over 4 weeks, completing it twice a week. But well, if someone like me always find reason not to do it due to tons of excuses, I believe you can find your way back into doing something that you wanted to do as well. You see, circuit breaker may have disrupted and forced us to adapt and change our lifestyle. However, it should not affect the way we perceive things. Yes, the fear factors of job loss, economic downturns, unstable career, loss of business opportunities, and many others may cause us to give into pressure. It has unknowingly raised our level of anxiety. And worse, we may have witnessed a lot of people that are suffering from mental health issue, and it's on the rise, especially during the COVID-19 period. Somehow all this negative information caused panic and confusion to all of us. May I take this opportunity to encourage all of you, even we are hard pressed on every side, but we are not crushed. We can do this together. But first, take good care of yourself, love yourself more. So, above and beyond, let us take time to practice the 3 R's: to recover, to reflect, and to respond. Hanging there, 3R is here to stay for you and for me. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.